What's up, everybody? This is King.
And this is CJ.
And you're watching King's Talk. Today is King's Talk trending news, and we're going to be talking about Trump and World War III. Or at least what everybody is saying is World War III.
We're going to play a clip of Trump's initial response to the assassination of Soleimani.
My highest and most solemn duty is the defense of our nation and its citizens. Last night, at my direction, the United States military successfully executed a flawless precision strike that killed the #1 terrorist anywhere in the world, Qasem Soleimani. Soleimani was plotting imminent and sinister attacks on American diplomats and military personnel, but we caught him in the act and terminated him. Under my leadership, America's policy is unambiguous to terrorists who harm or intend to harm any American. We will find you. We will eliminate you. We will always protect our diplomats, service members, all Americans, and our allies. For years, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and its ruthless Quds Force under Soleimani's leadership has targeted, injured, and murdered hundreds of American civilians and servicemen. The recent attacks on U.S. targets in Iraq, including rocket strikes that killed an American and injured 4 American servicemen very badly, as well as a violent assault on our embassy in Baghdad, were carried out at the direction of Soleimani. Soleimani has been perpetrating acts of terror to destabilize the Middle East for the last 20 years. What the United States did yesterday should have been done long ago. A lot of lives would have been saved. We took action last night to stop a war. We did not take action to start a war. I have deep respect for the Iranian people. They are a remarkable people with an incredible heritage and unlimited potential. The United States has the best military by far anywhere in the world. We have the best intelligence in the world. If Americans anywhere are threatened, we have all of those targets already fully identified, and I am ready and prepared to take whatever action is necessary. And that in particular refers to Iran.
Just after seeing that, to me, the president doesn't even seem to have any type of remorse, and it doesn't even seem justified whatsoever.
Seems like he's just trying to flex his muscle and brag to me.
Exactly. And it really makes no sense. I think the United States should really just keep its nose out of other people's business. We have enough going on around here at home.
Way too much. I feel like as a president, he should be a little more responsible. Let us know what's going on and not take everything into his own hands and just seem like he's doing it for his own benefit. It's not to benefit the nation. It's mostly to give himself bragging points, seems like.
To me, it's just really crazy because he don't even have any type of valid reason, so it seems, to have killed Soleimani. In the beginning of the clip, it looks like he was saying that they basically assassinated Soleimani because of stuff that they thought he was gonna do. And then he kind of went back and said that assassinated him because of other things that he was doing as far as him destabilizing the Middle East and everything like that. And really, this is not his country. There's people that's in our government right now that's doing all kind of unspeakable things, and you don't see our troops going there and shooting them, mostly because they condone what they're doing. There's definitely a deeper issue. There's another reason why all of this is going on. Maybe it's his impeachment, or maybe it's the election coming up this year in 2020. I'm not sure.
I definitely think it has something to do with the election because he basically is doing the same thing he accused Obama of doing. He said that's what Obama would end up doing to get reelected for his second term. Mm-hmm. And now he's facing impeachment. And he's not very favorable like he was in the beginning. And I feel like he's just trying to do anything in his power to stay in office.
I don't know why the hell he was favorable to begin with. He's kind of a nincompoop, like, really.
Not a great example of a leader at all.
Nah, I would never trust him with the new codes, but apparently he has them, and let's pray he don't use them on us. And then we have a president that's basically a kid that's so involved in social media that he's addressing matters of the state on Twitter.
He's tweeting about how Iran is talking boldly about attacking certain U.S. assets, and basically it sounded like he's wishing and hoping that they would, and making light threats towards them about things that he would do and how he's targeting them, and he's ready for any attack that they have. Like, he's almost wanting someone to attack so he can show off all this money he put into the military that they have and all these new technology and weapons that he's so eager to use, seems like.
Mike Pompeo gave a very forceful press conference on the fallout from the Iranian jetliner going down. His concern is that people aren't understanding the imminent nature of the threat of Soleimani. And he was pressed on that today. He said there were large-scale attacks planned on U.S. facilities, but he didn't go more specific. Don't the American people have a right to know what specifically was targeted without revealing methods and sources?
Well, I don't think so, but we will tell you that probably it was going to be the embassy in Baghdad, but I think you would have had another Benghazi had we not acted quickly. That could have been stopped, and this was stopped.
Ilhan Omar, I think, said today that this is akin to economic warfare against Iran.
Just as we were led into Vietnam and Iraq by lies, the Trump administration is misleading us on Iran. They have justified the assassination of Qasem Soleimani by claiming that he was planning imminent attacks. And yet they produce no evidence that would justify this claim, not even in a classified setting.
I don't see it happening. We are there for a very, very strong reason. They cannot have nuclear weapons. The Iran nuclear deal signed by President Obama gave them $150 billion, and that's when the real terror started. They took that money and they used it all over the place. They said death to America, and they said it when they were signing. And they have people screaming death to America, death to America. I say, who signs a deal while they're screaming death to America?
Well, they're saying you destabilized the Middle East. After campaigning as a man of restraint, non-interventionism, Elizabeth Warren is saying this, Kerry's saying this, all the old Obama folks are out there, Susan Rice, they're all kind of waiting in the wings. They're like, see, he's the guy that we told you he was.
If you look at the Middle East right now, it's much tamer than it was when I got in. When I got in, it was just all over the place. The oil, they're protecting the oil. I took over.
We're taking the oil. We're not taking the oil.
Well, maybe we will, maybe we won't.
They're protecting the facility.
I don't know, maybe we should take it, but we have the oil. Right now, the United States has the oil. People having nuclear weapons because they'll use them. I don't want people having nuclear weapons. That's my biggest thing.
Well, John Kerry was out there yesterday saying, well, you guys got out of the Iran deal, and that's what's caused all this tension.
You know how bad the Iran deal was? The Iran deal, I did a great thing getting out of the Iran deal. They gave them $150 billion. They gave them the $1.8 billion. Forget that. You couldn't do inspections of the most important locations. And you know another big thing? They have the right to do ballistic missiles. We couldn't go into areas and look. We'd have to give massive notices. So if they were doing something, they could clean them up. It was ridiculous. But most importantly, it expires. This is a short-term agreement. And now, once it expired, they have an absolute clear, unstopped path to have nuclear weapons. Unstopped. You cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's what I'm doing.
So I don't know if it's about the oil. I don't know if it's about the nukes. It's crazy, man.
It's like he don't want anybody else to have any resources like oil. He don't want them to have any weapons. He don't want them to have any nukes. And I feel like he don't trust them with it. And honestly, I don't trust Trump with any of the weapons, any of the nukes, because he's going to keep making irrational decisions that benefit only him and put us in danger of war with other nations. And that's the last thing we need.
Yeah, that's most definitely the last thing we need. Those people out there, I think they just really want to handle their country the way they want to handle it. And if it's not directly affecting us, which I know he's trying to say it is, but it doesn't appear to be. And if it's not directly affecting us, then leave those people alone, man. If they try to do what he's doing in the Middle East here, we'd be raising hell just like they are. So you can't blame those people for wanting to try to defend their home turf.
You can't keep antagonizing these people and expect them to sit there and just do nothing. And I think part of the reason is he know that they don't have the resources to attack like they need to, and they are no match for us. And I think he's using that to his benefit.
USA as a country, we need to pray. We need to make sure our leaders are making the right decisions. We'll bring you guys updates in the future.
Be sure to comment, like, and share this video. Let us know what you think down below, and also post any updates that you might have seen in the comment section. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.